What's going on, Leo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for February 2024. So in this reading, Leo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you, and so much more regarding February 2024. But before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you, Leo, in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading does resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy for you. We'll see what's coming your way for February 2024, Leo. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Leo. Let's see what we got going on here for you, Leo. Okay, let me be perfectly honest with you with the thoughts that were running through my brain before this reading. For the returning viewers, first of all, I had the sensation that the Leo readings were becoming very stagnant because I felt that I had to keep repeating myself to tell you, Leo, to take a risk, to get out of your comfort zone, to completely change your life. And so what I had planned on doing was coming on here today and kind of messing with you and being like, you know what? All right, Leo, don't worry. Like, I'll just like sit here and tell fart jokes if you want. Like, you don't want to exit your old stinky life? Fine. Like, I'll just like, let's do a reading about your shite bag of a life then. Yeah, no problem. I'll just do a reading about your horrible life. How, like, just... It's actually what's going on. But I was just trying to, like, mess with you, but it seems like the frequency won't go away. You're still meant to take one of the biggest risks of your life in February 2024, but you're being so avoidant of it, or you're being so... you don't think it's possible that it will work out for you. And I was literally sitting here being like, you know what, Leo, don't worry. I'll just... Fine. You think the readings are getting repetitive because I'm trying to pull you out of your shite bag of a life. So fine. Let's stop doing that and let's just then do a reading on your shite life and the drama and whatever's going on, or even if nothing's going on. But basically, I can't do that. I can't do that. And so I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here to basically give you a message that large percentage of you will be like, wow, the Autistic Mystic just keeps saying the same thing, you know? The Leo readings have gotten pretty repetitive. So let's begin the reading. Let's go ahead before we get into the tarot and start off with the energy that you need more of for February. And I'm going to drop the hostility now. The first energy that you need more of is the 11th house of community and technology. And so in some sort of way, really, you know, the 11th house is to do with the top half of the chart, having to do with being extroverted and community. So I definitely feel like expanding your social circle, but potentially meeting people online could be a big deal for you. Even like Some of you could even meet some past life relationship through a dating app, or I do feel like on a real note, to drop my whole attitude and to just get into the reading like a good reader that I should do, there's definitely something about you meeting someone in a funny way that you're like a little bit weirded out about the significance of their relationship, even though you met through like, you met online or you met through a dating app and you think it's funny. Like, I definitely feel like that's a gigantic possibility for a lot of you, Leo, in February 2024. So community and technology is what you need more of. So maybe utilizing social media and not being afraid to really redefine, the community. And the 11th house has to do with the future as well. So I really feel like looking forward to your future is like a big deal for you. But you also have the 11th house and you have Mercury of mind and speech. And I do feel like, for some of you, there's been this repeating message of you getting on social media, but like a large percent of you like still think, when is Instagram gonna slow down? When is YouTube gonna get deleted? It's not gonna get anywhere. We live in a technology world. I know some of you are still stuck in whatever freaking thing you're stuck in, but technology, filming and speaking on social media is not going anywhere. I understand that you have an uncle that owns a construction business that laughs at you for wanting to engage in social media, but don't listen to that. Listen to me. Listen to me right now. Listen to me right now. And if you're listening to me right now, then it seems like you need to speak on you need to speak on social media or create a website or something like that. Like, I really feel like Mercury in the 11th house, like, networking. Mercury also has to do with networking. So for a lot of you, it won't be. It will not be filming yourself on social media. But I do feel like there's some percentage of Leos that you really need to start a podcast, and it's the last time I'm going to ever say it to you. But others of you is just networking and kind of like meeting new people, blah, 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 whatever. But, shut up. Look at him. He can't even control himself. Shut your mouth, mate. Get away from here. And let's continue. Oh, my God. This is what you need. I'm giving you what you need. It's not what you heard. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. And 11th house, community, technology, mind, and speech. So maybe speaking on technology, utilizing this. Now, you also need the south node of the moon, old karma, and this is the energy that you need more of. And this is the frequency that I've been getting really upset with the returning viewers about for a long time. You haven't even got the south node right. Okay, look, the south node represents your inborn talents and your past life skills. It represents the things that you can do in your sleep. The south node, for me, I have the south node in Pisces, which means that you can do all the Kundalini yoga that you want and you can do all the spiritual shit you want. You're just not going to be able to compete with me in this spiritual space. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. 1,000 lifetimes will be needed. And for you, though, instead of looking at me like some sort of arrogant a-hole for saying that, you also have the same thing in an area, but you're not using it. So forget about the north node. What skill? And I think for you, like, it's going to be different things for different Leos, but there's definitely something about you really tapping into an inborn talent, tapping into something that is so easy for you to do. And something for a lot of you, it's going to have to do with communication, okay, in some sort of way, speaking in some sort of way. So this is definitely an energy of you tapping in to some sort of skill that's inborn. Like, what comes naturally to you? What is the thing that you're naturally interested in? What does your soul naturally gravitate to? And like maybe finding a way to be around people who also share that same interest and not being afraid of what your old friends used to think about you. Because a lot of you are like literally laughing at me. You're like, I really don't care about what anyone thinks about me. Like these old friends from the past. I can see right through you, you little phony fool. You do care. And this is why I didn't want to get my stuff together, because thank you for still being here. But here's the thing, Leo. All right, let's just go into the reading. Your opportunity this year, this opportunity, the opportunity, oh my God, look, I can't follow along. It's too all over the place. Get away from here. Your opportunity is the 5 because none of you are going to, do you want to know why I don't care? Because none of you are going to do what I'm saying anyway. So I am going to spend all my emotional capital to be so emotionally invested to try to get Leo to take a risk, to try to get Leo to do the thing that they need to do. And they're just going to laugh at me anyway. Well, how does it feel for me to laugh at you? It doesn't feel good, does it? And doesn't get each of us anywhere, does it? So when you're laughing at me on the other side of that goddamn thing, I'm going to laugh at you. And then we're all just stuck in Hades. So get away! I'm not really going to post this. Yes. The Five of Pentacles is your opportunity. And I feel like this is an opportunity for you to take a big risk. It just comes through as taking a risk. It comes through as not letting money control you. You know, saying, I mean, like the Matrix controls us by pay your taxes, good little Johnny. Get a 401k, but like don't upset your parents by taking that financial risk. And it's like, or whatever, don't upset yourself. Who cares about money? Throw it all away. Take your little car keys, take the keys to your house, throw it in the drain, move to Las Vegas. No! This is what you need, by the way. The only thing, see, you think I'm such an a-hole. You think I'm so unevolved. I'm so evolved that I can see the only way to communicate to actually get you to make a change. And you're going to blame me for it. Oh, shoot the messenger. Oh, shoot the messenger. Oh, I'm from Athens. I'm here. You know, Leos are in Sparta. Hey, like Athens, you know, Sparta, you know, you're great warriors, but we need to like help you here. Oh, throw me into the freaking pit. I'm going to reincarnate and be back again. And if you're a Leo with your life in order, just click off this reading right now. It's not for you. Or it is. So your opportunity is the Five of Pentacles. Your challenge is the Magician, which has to do with spiritual energy. It has to do with your potential. And this is really your potential. And I feel like this is, and once again, a lot of you are thinking I'm an a-hole. I'm screaming at you because I can see timelines, and you're so close to healing something, and you're so close to utilizing your self node. You're so close to tapping into your past life skill. You're so close to all this, Leo. But you have the Magician in your challenge. And this is to activate your potential. But obviously, sometimes to activate your potential, you need to get out of your comfort. I know a lot of you would rather me say it like that. Or I understand that a lot of you would rather me say it like, in order to take a risk, you need to activate your spiritual potential. But obviously, some of you want me to be in the middle. And I'm understanding I shouldn't be a maniac screaming at you. I shouldn't be too soft. It should be the soup that is not too hot, not too cold. And I understand that I've been completely self-obsessed and self-absorbed and too self-conscious in this reading up until this point. But I also think that and this is also where a lot of you are idiots and you thought you figured me out. You thought you were a Don, but the whole, I'm a reflector, kid. Everything that you see with me about being self-absorbed, being too self-conscious in this reading and focusing on how I'm delivering it, what do you think is stopping you from your dreams? What do you think is stopping you from taking this risk? I have to put my whole career on the line. I have to make an idiot. I have to go into martyr syndrome to show you. Sick of this crap. Let's continue. So, let's go to your overall general energy. I just feel like there's an energy. Go read like Albert Camus, like The Hero's Journey. I feel like you're at the point in the journey where it's the refusal of the call. The refusal of the call. You have in your overall general energy the Justice card, the Four of Cups, and also the Page of Swords here in your overall general energy for, February 2024. So on the one hand, Leo, there really could be someone who you're really thinking about putting things right with in an intimate relationship. There really could be something here about you questioning whether or not you're going to put something right in a love situation, I feel, for you. But I feel for you it's more about kind of going on your own at this time. I don't really sense that trying to repair a love relationship or trying to go back to an ex, or I don't think, like, whoever's pursuing you in love or whoever you're pursuing in love, I think that in terms of February. Maybe you're dating someone. Even if you're with someone in love, like I said in the last reading, it shouldn't be your top priority at this time if this reading is resonating for you, And so that's part of it. Like really questioning a love situation, but I think you're done. I think you're just done. But here's the other part of it, is definitely there's an opportunity for you to restore balance into your life by maybe taking a really big risk. For some of you that have just felt stagnant, or you felt bored, or you felt like maybe you're not activating your potential and you need to do something different, but maybe it would mess your life up, it would make you look bad, it would be too much of a risk, etc. But the biggest risk that you'll take is not taking a risk at all in February 2024 is what I will tell you. And really, this is also in your overall general energy, Leo. It's about you questioning the refusal of this new quest that you have in front of you. Because whatever the quest will be different things for different Leos. But you have the Magician in your challenge, which has to do with spiritual energy. And really, you have so much goddamn potential. It's insane. But I feel like don't let fear hold you back from activating that potential. Don't let fear hold you back from really seeing what you're made of. And that's what the whole reason I'm getting so frustrated is because I understand that many of you are very successful in certain ways, but I just see that you could be so much more. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you so much dealing with my outbursts, but I just want you to know that it's because I really care about you. And now I sound like the abusive father or husband or whatever, don't I? Maybe that's my own shadow, but I think for the most part I'm acting out things that you needed to hear, that many of you are still judging me for, that once again I'm slipping back into extreme self-consciousness. I wonder why. I wonder if there's a deeper reason, or of why I'm permitted to do this right now. Daddy. Okay, and now let's go to what you don't see coming. You have the Hanged Man, you have the Eight of Swords, and you have and I'm not sighing like that because I don't want to be here. I love doing these readings, so shut your face. Here's the thing, in what you don't see coming, you have the Hanged Man, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Cups. And I feel like this is once again having to do with the South Node of what you need more of, your past life skill. The Six of Cups has to do with your childhood. It has to do with your hometown, your roots. But there's something here that you need to look at from a different perspective. And there's something about stuck energy. Obviously, in what you do not see coming, as the energy reads right now, in what you don't see coming, you're stuck in the past. The Hanged Man and the Eight of Swords, the two things that they have in common, Leo, is that it's a stuck, stagnant, rotting energy. Not the Hanged Man, but the Eight of Swords. And the Six of Cups has to do with the past. So I really feel like, on the one hand, there's this energy of you're stuck in the past. However, on the other hand, if you can play your cards right, there's this thing about you re-evaluating your relationship to the past. And I feel because you have the 11th house of community and technology, you're really going to want to push forward. You're really going to want to break free and redefine your relationship to the past. Because the way that parallel realities work is that the past that you remember, the memories that you have, as you shift in the present moment, you actually change the past. The past that you remember, and now I'm getting metaphysical and I'm losing a lot of you, but I don't really care. The past that you remember through your logic, that happened to me. No, when you change in the present moment, you also change the past. The present moment is the only moment that exists. The past is a dream. The future is a dream. It's all moldable. It's all changing at all times. Do you understand that? So whatever you think is holding you back so much is an illusion. It's not an illusion, I understand. I'm not invalidating you, but what I'm saying is this. There's also this thing about reevaluating, letting go of the past. However, there's also this thing about surrendering to a past life skill that I keep telling you that you're probably using it in an area, I sense, that is just the path of least resistance. And I freaked out on you. I really want to apologize. I understand that it's basically impossible to avoid the South Node energy, your past life skill, the things come naturally to you. So I'm not even, when I said that you're not even using the past life skill, you are. I just feel like it's just being channeled in a very way that you can always do more. You can always do more. You can always do more. So shoot me. I'm the bad guy. I'm the maniac that's not in control of myself, but just understand that I'm 10 steps ahead of you at all times. And some of you are laughing at this and you think this is hoopla. Sooner or later, we'll all see who the prophet is. And here we go. That was a creepy laugh. Here we go. In your advice, you have the world, which is an upgrade and the end of a cycle. Something is coming to an end. You have the sun, which is all about happiness and childlike innocence and very warm clarity. It's also about clarity about an ending. Something is coming to an end that must be clear, is what Spirit is saying. And you also have the Four of Swords here, Leo, when it comes to your advice as well. So there's a lot of closure. There's a lot of completion, but you're overdue. What I sense that you're overdue for an upgrade here in your life, and I feel like everything happens at the right time. Excuse me, everything happens at the right time, but I just feel like if I didn't be a little bit more pushy, then maybe the timeline wouldn't. So overall, like, don't be afraid to question everything right now. Don't be afraid to question everything and do whatever you need to do that will feel like brings you more clarity in your life. Even if like the clarity is minimizing regrets by taking a risk and it doesn't work out. Like, I would say that if a lot of you could take a risk, a calculated risk here in February for the rest of February, and it doesn't work out, then I'll stop freaking out on you. But the reason I'm freaking out is because you haven't even done that yet. So it's like, once again, make me the bad guy. The world will do this. This is also a microcosm and macrocosm because, that's too complicated. So let's just go ahead and start clarifying this reading. Don't be afraid of networking with new people and closing out things that don't work out. Don't go back to the person who's just chasing you, who's going to be a distraction. Let's go ahead and clarify why this is here in your... And it's all about just maybe... Yeah, let's see, Leo. I'm really sorry, by the way. I'm sorry. And I'm not even, like, guilty. I'm just, like... I understand it can be very difficult to listen to this. But you know what's more difficult? You know what's more difficult. Down the line. Conflict delayed is conflict multiplied. I'm trying to decrease that multiplication. And Jordan Peterson, someone's going to send Jordan Peterson this reading, and he's going to psychoanalyze me. He's going to be like, well, this kid is... Shut your mouth, mate! Didn't you know Carl Jung believed in astrology, didn't you? Why is the Five of Pentacles here in your opportunity? I would probably hate me too. But why don't I have this behavior to the other signs? Must be a reason other than me having Leo issues. Because I know a lot of you are now going to say, well, this guy just has Leo issues. Maybe that's part of it. Part of it. Newman is not the whole thing, though. Not the whole thing. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Oh, everything I was saying was accurate. I'm sorry. Shoot the bad guy. The Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. You need to take a risk. You need to do something that is going to make you feel like alive. Maybe you need to burn the boats. Maybe also there could be people with a poverty mindset around you that you need to identify and move away from here. Maybe there's something here about you disconnecting from lack mentality, people who have a lack mentality holding you back. That could very much so be the case here, Leo. But I do feel as well, there's something about not being worried about the typical risks that people are so worried about, because it's like the Matrix knows exactly how to trap you, and I just want to break you out of that. And I understand that, like, I've done it successfully or whatever, and so I'm just like thinking that, like, maybe, you know what, your opportunity is to just shell up. Your opportunity, you know what? No, I'm not. I was going to use reverse psychology on you and be like, your opportunity is to just admit that you're a failure. And I was hoping that in saying that, it would like spark a it would spark something in you to kind of awaken, like, I'm not a failure, so I'm gonna do this. And it's like, I really think that a lot of you get the wrong impression here, but here I go with the self-consciousness again. I mean, you must be completely self-obsessed, you goddamn people ruled by the goddamn sun. Gosh. And so, let's go ahead and clarify what the Magician is your challenge. All right, let's not let my expectation of this reading ruin everything. So we're saging right now, just to be sure, for all of you thinking that my energy is the problem, because literally so many of you are convinced that. Fucking idiot. All right, let's continue. Maybe that was too mean. Maybe I'm a shitty spiritual teacher. Or maybe I'm still being self-conscious to reflect how self-conscious you goddamn are. Woo! We are getting deep today. We are going to places that angels fear to tread here. But that's why I had to be in this goddamn meat suit so I could do this goddamn dirty work. But basically, the Magician is clarified by the 9 of Wands, which is the 9 of Wands has to do with unfinished business. It has to do with something that needs to be reconciled. It has to do with you putting off something. And I feel like this is you putting off activating your highest potential. And I will be honest with you, I'm not saying a lot of this stuff to tell you that I'm perfect, to tell you that I'm above it. But if you're sitting there thinking that this is only my projection, you're wrong. You're wrong. We're all one. There can be elements of truth in what I'm saying that I need to apply to myself, what I'm saying to you. However, this is not just a projection. Fucking Jordan Peterson. So let's continue. Let's continue. Let's clarify why the Justice card is in your overall general energy. Why is the Justice card here in your overall general energy? Six of Pentacles, High Priestess, Four of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, this is definitely something about, in order to restore justice into your life, you need to use your intuition in order to share, in order to give. You know, to be honest, like the Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving. It's about giving your gift to the world. And at the end of the day, maybe I lose subscribers from this reading, maybe I don't, but I'm giving my gift to the world. This is what I'm doing. Are you doing that? You got to make sure. You got to tell yourself. You got to find it. And you know what? You know what? Do you want to know why, Leo? In order to find my gift to the world, I had to go into this frequency. Maybe some of you have to do that to a lesser degree than me, but definitely using your intuition to give your gift and to also be compensated for it as well. Here's the thing as well. A lot of you are discounting your potential. A lot of you have a very valuable frequency to share to the world. You know, you have a passion. But the Justice card is clarified by the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So what you're looking for, the new upgraded frequency, the thing that is going to bring you happiness, it's your own energy. It's going to bring you clarity. It's going to bring you healing. It's not going to come through more stability. It's not going to come through, well, you know, let me just work on this little project on the side. It's got to be all or nothing with you, Leo. Nothing part-time is going to... And if I could just basically explain what I'm saying by this reading, nothing's going to work part-time. It's got... Sorry, Leo, the camera died. But nothing is going to work part-time. It's got to be your heart, your blood, your sweat, and your tears going into something. Just do something different. And don't you understand that all you have to do is start doing something different and then the universe can course correct you? Don't you understand? Don't you understand that? You know what? Maybe I should just sit here and tell fart jokes. God. Let's just continue. Let's clarify what the Hanged Man is here and what you don't see coming. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords, and this is definitely masculine energy. I feel like this is surrendering to a new positive masculine flow that you have in your life, but there also could be something about you releasing a soul or someone from your past, I feel, or there could be someone that you're, okay, it's different things for different Leos. There could be someone from your past that you know you need to connect with that's going to help you with this new risk. There is someone from your past, Leo, that you already know that you need to connect with, or you could have the opportunity to connect with, who's going to help you take this risk. And it could be with a fire sign, or could be with an air sign woman. And there's a lot of truth here that will be brought up to the surface. You also have the Ace of Cups when it comes to this. So there's definitely some sort of new beginning opening up for you, having to do with a relationship. And I feel like it's going to be someone, because life is not a solo mission. We need to surround ourselves with people who are going to be helping us. And I feel like that's the key here that a lot of you are missing. It's like you're holding on to these dead communities. You're telling me that you're not doing it, but I'm calling bullshit so easily. It's like a joke. And like you're holding on to these like past networks that are dead. And I just don't. Here's the thing, Leo. Most people die at 17 and don't get buried until they're 72. For a lot of you, it's a lifeline that you're on. You can hate me. You just mad because you ain't gotta like me. You just mad because I tell it how it is and you tell it how it might be.